Hey everyone, I'm Latasha from Team Interact, and today we're going to talk about repurposing content for your online quiz. It's no secret that we love online quizzes and the interactive experience that they provide for your prospects. Now, it might seem intimidating to start a quiz from scratch, but the great news is you don't have to. You can create an awesome quiz that your prospects love while repurposing content you've already created, like an evergreen course, a blog post, a recorded webinar, old YouTube videos, or an ebook. So let's take a look at some live examples on the Interact site and how these quizzes could have been adapted from existing pieces of content. So creating a great quiz isn't restricted to any one industry. Let's take a look at a variety of different live quizzes. This coaching quiz by Lewis Howes about profitable ideas could have come from a blog post. You can replicate Lewis's amazing format by taking a blog post that offers value to the reader and phrasing your headings as questions. If you're a wellness business and you wrote an evergreen blog post about getting your beauty sleep, the evidence and advice you've shared in the article makes great questions for anyone taking a quiz. And instead of stating that a source recommends a certain number of hours of sleep, ask the quiz taker how many hours of sleep they're actually getting. You can then expand on the topic with follow-up questions like the amount of light someone's letting in their room at night or how well rested your prospect is whenever they wake up. Now, while your blog article gives potential customers valuable information, expanding it into a quiz gives a level of personalization that makes anyone taking it feel more engaged. Even if it seems simple to convert an informative blog post into a quiz, the extra step gives value to a new email subscriber and makes them invested in your business. Now, if you've already banked some long-form content for your business, you're ahead of the game. Long-form content is SEO friendly and it makes your business more discoverable. Using existing content that's SEO optimized for your quiz is a great way to increase your reach and make the most of your best performing pieces of content. Long-form content establishes a relationship with prospective customers before you've even met them. The best long-form content isn't just written for search engine crawlers, but centers on your buyer persona. Long-form content should first and foremost provide value so you can create a genuine relationship with your prospective customers. Mastering this content strategy means you've now got some great references to build out your first quiz. So at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that there are many types of content you can use to repurpose for a quiz. If you're not writing blog posts, that's totally okay. Think about which pieces of content have met your business goals and how you can reformat and repurpose them. Ebooks have a similar repurposing process to blog posts because you can use chapters and sections as questions. Other forms of content like an evergreen course or pre-recorded webinar work super well too. Quizzes are a concise way to teach your prospective customers, so course modules convert well into quizzes. If you're a social media marketing agency with a course on understanding ROI for Facebook ads, you can convert each takeaway from a module into a prompt. So instead of a good conversion rate for Facebook ads is 10% or more, try converting it into a question like, what's your current conversion rate for Facebook ads? This will help your prospective customers self-reflect on what's working for their business and see you as an authority that they can trust to guide them. So if you're not sure how to judge whether a piece of content would work well as a quiz, try working backwards. Think about the ideal end result for someone taking your quiz and if the piece of content you want to repurpose would be a good fit. Quizzes should provide value, have a hook, and provide a clear takeaway that's unique to each group that takes it. For example, if you have an existing ebook on steps for e-commerce brands to collaborate with charities, this is a piece of content that teaches the reader something concrete. You could also divide the quiz results into key takeaways for different groups, those who've collaborated with charities before, those who have some experience, and those looking to scale and increase their involvement. This quiz would provide specific results depending on each quiz taker's progress and provide a solution. If you're combing through a piece of content that you love and it doesn't fit these criteria, it might be less time consuming to choose a different piece of content that's easier to adapt. It's also important to keep in mind the audience taking your quiz needs to receive valuable, specific feedback. If you're limited to only one quiz result, you might want to adapt a piece of content that addresses multiple pain points a prospective customer might be facing. If you have an existing YouTube video talking about the behind the scenes of your business, it might be tempting to convert it into a quiz if it's performed well for you in the past, but if the video doesn't have a clear takeaway for viewers, it might be harder to create a quiz based on the video since it's focused more on insight than instruction. Choosing pieces of content that teach the viewer will convert much more easily to quizzes so you can spend more time on other aspects of your marketing strategy. So to summarize these examples, an easy checklist of questions you can ask to decide whether the piece of content you've chosen will work well are: first, is there a strong title or hook to grab your reader immediately? Next, is the material evergreen? Would readers always find value in it, or is it a trendy or timely piece? Does it address common customer pain points? Does it align well with your existing buyer persona? And is there a clear takeaway unique to each segment taking your quiz? So I hope this video gave you some ideas on what content you can repurpose for your online quiz. If you feel like your existing content might not be a good fit, we've got you covered. Check out our blog article on creating unlimited content ideas in the description box to get more help creating your next quiz. Thanks for joining me today, and make sure to come back to the Interact channel for future tutorials and tips. Until next time.